Forward Devante Smith Pelly rewarded for his consistency with the Capitals. Edmonton won. Capitals coach Barry Trotz perused Devante Smith Pelly's resume 4 teams in 7 seasons and traded twice in the past 3 years. He just wondered, why? The knock on me is kind of being good one night, the bad the next night, Smith Pelly said. Trotz figured that the instability of Smith Pelly's career, jumping around the league and often yanked in and out of lineups, had caused the forward to doubt himself at times. Before the season, he encouraged Smith Pelly to trust himself, that in Washington he could be an everyday player. That was put to the test in Smith Pelly's first game with the Capitals, when he had a costly turnover that resulted in a goal. In the past, a mistake like that would have had him stapled to the bench, and Smith Pelly recently laughed that after the turnover, he kind of lost it there for a couple of shifts just thinking about what was going to happen next. But Trotz kept playing him in that game and then the next one, never taking him out of the lineup even as he rotated other depth forwards. With the Capitals coming off back-to-back losses and struggling to establish an offensive identity, it has Smith Pelly's consistency through the first 10 games of the season that earned him a promotion. For Washington's game against the Edmonton Oilers on Saturday night, Trotz moved Smith Pelly into the top 6 forward core, skating on a line with center Evgeny Kuznetsov and captain Alex Ovechkin. Every human can do something. Alex Ovechkin buys a homeless man clothes in Edmonton. I think he deserves a Trotz said of Smith Pelly. He's put in the work. I think his game is such that he needs to move up in the lineup. We need to be a little more productive right through our lineup, and he's a guy that's just staying on task. Said Smith Pelly, anytime you remove into a top 6 role and especially with those 2 guys, that probably means you redoing something right. Smith Pelly is the 3rd different linemate Trotz has tried with the duo of Kuznetsov and Ovechkin in as many games. Washington has 3 players on injured reserve, and forward Brett Connolly is now out, too, after he was placed in concussion protocol during the team's game in Vancouver on Thursday night. That's a hit to a team that entered the season thinner at forward following the off-season departures of Marcus Johansson and Justin Williams. It's forced Trotz to get creative with his forward combinations in an attempt to create balance in a lineup that has seen its offensive production plummet into the bottom half of the league, ranked 19th out of 31 teams with 2.90 goals per game. Trotz and several players have said that one issue is the team's desire to play the same way it did last season, though perhaps the personnel doesn't suit that style anymore. Smith Pelly is one of the new faces in Washington this season, having signed a 2-way deal in free agency after being bought out by the New Jersey Devils. He doesn't have the experience of how the Capitals played last year with a more wide-open style. And what Trotz has appreciated about his start to the season is how he has stuck to the game plan better than some other players despite not yet being rewarded with a goal. Smith Pelly has also produced hot offensive stretches in the past, scoring 8 goals in 18 games with the Devils at the end of the 2015-16 season. I think he's got some upside to him, and I think he can play with higher-end players, Trotz said. He has shown it in the past where he has played in Anaheim with Ryan Getzlaf and Corey Perry and people like that and had decent success. For him, it has just getting trust in what we do, having trust that he has got a real consistent game and then go from there. Read more. Capitals scuffling penalty kill can kill anything right now. As Capitals navigate growing pains and injuries, they have to stay mindful of the standings. Every human can do something. Alex Ovechkin buys a homeless man clothes.